Welcome to the Crusader Starter Build Guide for Diablo 3 Patch 2.7.0 in Season 23. In these guides, we give you recommendation all the way from level 1 builds for early game, mid game, late game, leveling to get your season, your launch night started off right. These videos do take a long time to make, so if I can get a quick like on the video, I would be so happy about that. Big disclaimer, these are pretty much based heavily off the Challenger of Cash. As of right now, when I'm filming this, I don't know when the season's live. So whenever the season is live, it's going to be on a Friday. Monday through Friday, the week the season starts, stay away from the challenge rift. Complete it after the season goes active so you can claim those juicy materials for yourself. Speaking of level 1 blood shards for Crusader, Crusader has some cool options, or at least options I like. Shields and more shields, man. When you roll shields at Kadala, you have a chance to get a Crusader shield or a regular shield. One's the not denial, one's the Guard of Johanna. Johanna buffs up your hammers, and denial buffs up sweep attack. Both of which you're gonna use heavily this season. It's so amazing. The synergy makes me tingle. Crusaders get the Roland set, so the sweep attack synergizes beautifully with them. And we'll get into the set and how strong it is and how incredible you have as a Crusader. Incredible start. We'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, so the Denial Shield synergizes with the Roland set, and you can use that a lot early game. But the Guard of Johanna synergizes with your leveling skills. So for leveling as a Crusader in Season 23, you just use whatever you want, slash, punish, you go along your happy way until you hit Blessed Hammer. Like the Demon Hunter, it is a low cost spender, right? It's only 10 Wrath. At its base, it does 320 weapon damage. And once you get the Limitless rune, it goes up to a whopping 640 weapon damage for just 10 resource at level 35. I'd go Blessed Hammer and Steed Charge the whole way. And if you get the Guard of Johanna, you'll be spinning and winning those hammers around. Sadly, you don't get the Blunt passive until level 65, but definitely use this right away. You do get Holy Cause at 27 though. Increase your weapon damage, and it heals you up to 1% of your total life, which is great for hardcore. Just great for just more sustainability altogether. For the Hope of Cain upgrade for Crusader, yeah, you get a chance to upgrade level 70 weapons because of the Challenger of Cash. I definitely would go two-handed flails. There's some good ones in here, like the Golden Flints synergizes with Roland set. And then you have the Flail the Charge. You can actually use this with Roland set. You can use this with anything if you get the matching shield. If you don't know, they changed this item within the last 2 seasons. For 5 seconds after Steed Charge ends, you get 400% increased damage, right? So all you have to do is Steed Charge, and then as soon as you attack, you auto dismount, and then you get 400% damage with anything, right? If you want to use it with Thorns, Sweep Attack, Hammers, whatever. It's like a general purpose legendary for Crusader, great for speeds since it's using Steed Charge anyway. You get Fate of the Fell, which you can use with AoV, which is the strongest set in the game for Crusader. The Mortal Drama, if you're going with the Thorns Akan type of variant. So I just go two-handers and hopefully you get something good. Here is your level 70 starter build that we talked about, right? So Shield Glare is going to give us Wrath back. We're using Limitless. Steed Charge to get around. Provoke actually gives you resource and brings them closer to you. Unstoppable Force. You can see that the theme here, lots of resource to sustain our hammer spam. And you might be like, yo, Blood, why are you using this big, slow, clunky two-hander? It's kind of just, I like the playstyle early game better. The weapon damage scales with the spell really well, so it hits harder, and you spend less resource. So I'm getting kind of more value out of my resource. You know, end game when I'm optimized and resource is not an issue, I like the Ricky Bobby go fast, more attack speed, because I can sustain that type of resource. You know, I would just burn out all my fuel if it wasn't so slow. So that's why I like the low and slow type playstyle. I do like a Topaz in the helm. I don't know why I have a green gem here. I'm trying to get that extra gold farm or something, but you want to go Topaz in the helm because it gives you reduced resource cost as well. So that's just going to help the spam. The Templar has Wrath regen, so I would consider that as well. On hardcore, I'd consider Cormac because he has a 5-second immunity on cheat death. If you don't know, they revamped followers completely. They have a full gear set. You can put legendaries on them and get the power of that legendary, like Nemesis Bracers. Check my YouTube channel for a follower guide because a lot has changed with followers. I'm gonna demo the starter build here, but I just wanna rattle off some tips. I guess I could do it while we're showcasing the T1. So you're just gonna pony in and literally hammer spam and use your abilities when you need resource. You can see how we're just chunking enemies already. like crazy. So I'm gonna provoke and you're gonna see that go up, boom. And then I have shield glare. I need resource, I'm gonna shield glare, boom, I got my resource back, right? And this works out great if you get the denial shield while leveling. You can use this same setup for sweep attack or anything, right? I'm gonna pop Acrorats, shield glare, and then now I have extra resource, extra damage, and then we just go. Don't forget, the first GR you do every season, you get a Bane of the Powerful gem, you get Law gem in the first couple. It's like the first 2 to 4. It drops from there. For this build, I'd focus on double crit, double main stat, so crit, crit damage, vitality, strength. These like raw stats are gonna really give you the bulk you need to carry you through the early game to then be able to push into your faster sets. As soon as you hit 70, you're going to be able to make a Sage set, and you can see the little blue thing up there, it says Emanates. You can give the whole set to your follower. So right away, if you're solo, you have your follower out, you're gonna be getting double DBs, and that's just gonna help you early. You're gonna be able to get more DBs early, be able to get more upgrades and get more power. It's cool because now you don't have to carry it on your character because you're gonna be rocking the Haedrig or whatever legendaries you find, right? You don't got time for no Sage set. If in case you don't watch the video, you can give your follower a Ring of Royal Grandeur, Sage set, and Kayn set and get extra DBs, extra keystones, and it works with them, but it doesn't work on you. Like you can't get the Ring of Royal Grandeur bonus, but they get it, so then they can wear 2 sets together. So you're gonna use your starter set to farm your 4-piece Roland set, okay? The 4-piece Roland set increases the damage of Shield Bash and Sweep Attack by 17,500. That's like more than most 6-piece set bonuses, right? So Sweep Attack hits so damn hard. You're pretty much 1-2 tapping elites at this level. It's an incredible start, and it'll probably be one of the first GR70 clears. Like Satyrs with Roland will probably be up there with one of the first GR70s. And remember, you can get these like low-level Haedrig pieces, not even on T1. Like you can get the first 2 pieces on hard, I believe, and I think you can get the 4 on either T1 or Master, so you can get them really quick. Once you get that, it's pretty much over GG. I'm gonna show you the builds here. This is the 4-piece. It might be exactly the same, I don't know, because it's a lot of the same synergies here. So let's jump into the GR20 clear so you guys can see it in action, right? I'm not gonna pop Acrorats because we don't need it. I'm just gonna go in here, maybe pop my Law, and then, right? No Paragon, nothing in the cube. We're using Condemn, but we're not, you know, have a Condemn spell, so it's irrelevant, right? Just dead. It's a 17, it's just math, right? It's just math. Winning the day for us, sending our enemies to their graves. So you can see you want to rush this, and that's why I was saying even do it on a lower difficulty, because who cares, right? Your goal is to get as much damage as fast as possible, and then this is that thing. So let it build and then just whop it. Done. GG's. Easy clear. Roland is amazing. Once you get the 6-piece bonus, it's more of the same, right? Except for now, you get a 75% increased attack speed nuke built into the set, like an Echoing Fury built in, and you get your damage reduction. So I set it to T7 here, and you can see us just popping off a little bit. It's kind of just like more of the same, where you're still just 1-2 tapping elites, and you're attacking really fast. Resource does become more of a problem at this level, because we have that attack speed nuke, or, you know, steroid. So we're gonna be running out of resource like crazy. So you definitely hope you get all your sweep attack items to help with that. Save your cooldowns to be able to sustain it. So you're just you're just melting through enemies like butter on T7, as you can see. It's just like once you get that rolling, you're just crushing early game content. And you can definitely bump it up if you want, or you can just stick to T7 and farm whatever gear you need for. I'd probably recommend Fist of Heaven's Crusader and try to get that Norvald set early. You can use Norvald with this like we talked about, since you're gonna be ponying all the time anyway. So just a little chop it up and you're good to go. If I was at this spot right here where I had a starter set and only the Roland set, nothing else, I would for sure use my Blood Shards to roll shields. I can get the Denial Shield, which would boost the hell out of my set, or I could get the Steed Charge Shield for speeds, or we can get the Heaven's Fury Shield for AoV. It's just a lot of good shields for Satyrs, as it should be, right? A man of the light. And then I would use my DBs to upgrade weapons to try to get all the weapons I need for Roland. And then you can also, again, land the Heaven's Fury shield if you want. Also remember, you can go kill Mouth, or if your group is doing bounties, join the Mouth kill, you get Reaper's Wraps, and at least you have another form of resource to get, you know, sustainability early on. For endgame, Roland's really good. It's going to be hard for me to place on the tier list. You know, I'm going to have a tier list out before the season goes live. Depending on when you watch this, it might be live right now. Roland is like right now really high B, low A tier, as it has really good sustain. It's tanky and it does a lot of damage still. It got buffed within the last few patches and it really shows. And again, if you don't know, there's a leaderboard for every single set in the game now. They changed it for patch 270. So if you want to only compete with other roly boys like yourself, you totally can do that. You can be rank 1 Roland, you can be rank 1 Akan as well, so you can play different play styles and kind of let your freak flag fly. Really good change, and I hope it kind of sets up a solo self-found season in the future where, you know, we only compete against other solo players, right? I don't know if we'll ever get it, but maybe this is the groundwork for that. A man can dream, I guess. This was one of the easiest ones of the season because Roland's badass if you haven't noticed by watching the video. If you made it to the end, you can definitely support the channel by liking, subscribing, you know, becoming a patron, subbing on Twitch, all kinds of stuff. Everything helps, even hitting the bell notification. It actually works. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna get to be making more content. That's gonna be all for me today. This is Bluddshed and I'm out of here. Wait, peace.